Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, your boy Floyd Mayweather coming out, and he's talking some boxing, giving his little predictions. So, I think it's pretty cool. There's a big fight coming up. Honestly, I gotta say, we have a lot of interesting fights coming up. We have, obviously, Pacquiao Khan. We have this week Garcia Thurman, which is going to be a huge one. Joshua Klitschko. Some great fights coming up. But I would say, for me personally, the fight I'm most excited for, because it's a fight I've probably been talking about more than any other fight amongst boxing fans. And it's the May. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen in May. They were saying May 20th. I'm not sure if they got a date scheduled yet, but it's going to happen. It has to happen because he's the mandatory. Kell Brook versus Errol Spence Jr. This fight, to me, it's a great fight, man. It's going to be, for me, probably the fight I'm most excited for. I mean, I get excited for all of them, but that one I'm going to get excited for more than others, because I truly feel that Kell Brook is being disrespected. I think as far as his skills and he moves up, does what no other middleweight, forget welterweights, he does what pretty much no other middleweight does, and steps to Golovkin, stays in the pocket, trades with him. Yes, he got stopped, but he showed the ability, the willingness to try to be great. And I thought before that he was a great fighter. In that fight, to me, he validated it, even though he got stopped and lost. Kell Brook, the most skilled welterweight in the world. The only guy I really feel that could beat the guy is Manny Pacquiao. That's really it. Outside of that, ain't nobody beating Kell Brook at welterweight. And Errol Spence is sure as hell not one of them. But your boy Money Mayweather sees it otherwise. So here's what Floyd Mayweather said about that fight. He said, I quote, "I think Spence and Kell Brook is a good matchup, but I don't think it's going to go to the distance. I think that Kell Brook took a lot into wear and tear from the Golovkin fight. It was a tough fight with him and Triple G. So I think hopping in another battle that fast, it's not really that fast, but hopping in another tough fight like that right after the Triple G fight is going to be rough." He then goes on by talking about Errol Spence being the future of boxing, saying, "It takes more than just skills in the ring to become a mega superstar. You have to have that certain aura. Errol Spence has that punching power. He has the skills inside the ring, but it takes a certain look outside of the ring, a certain type of personality to become that rock star. We'll just have to see in due time." And that was all the quotes. But I gotta agree with some of his statements. I mean, obviously, he's right. I mean, how many fighters? And this is why I think Kell Brook, if he wins this fight, which I believe he will, should get so much credit, because I mean, he's a welterweight. I mean, a big welterweight, yes. He's really a 154-pound fighter who fights at welterweight. But regardless, he's still someone who moved up in weight to not just fight anybody. He fought one of the most destructive forces in boxing, and one of the most feared men in boxing, Gennady Golovkin. Middleweights and people in his own weight class don't even want to take on Gennady Golovkin. And you have Kell Brook, this welterweight, who moves all the way up 2 weight classes to fight this guy. And did he win? No, but did he have a lot of success and maybe show a little bit of the vulnerability of Golovkin? I mean, yes, I think that's possible. You can make the argument for that. I don't think Golovkin got exposed. I think a lot of that was Golovkin carrying the fight on and trying to make it exciting. But there were some things Kell Brook did in that fight that showed that he was a special fighter. And, I've said even before that, I think he's the most skilled welterweight in the world. Nobody, other than maybe Manny Pacquiao, is going to beat Kell Brook. And this right here, look, Mayweather could be damn right. I could be wrong. Maybe Kell Brook's orbital bone that was broken by Golovkin is a huge problem in this fight, or he just too weight drained and he can't be the Kell Brook that he was in the Sean Porter fight. That's very possible. I understand that going in, but I just don't. I believe on the night he will be the better fighter. He's better. He's much better than Errol Spence Jr. at this point in time. Errol is relatively untested. If you look at the guys he's fought, right? He fought Chris Algieri. Chris Algieri is a natural 140-pounder. Spence is much like Brook, a guy who's very big, who fights at welterweight. So honestly, when I look at this fight, I've heard some people call Errol Spence a weight bully. I've heard people call Kell Brook a weight bully. So the way I see it is, it's the battle of the guys people call weight bullies at welterweight. It's a cool fight, and not even just that. It's the battle of who the best jab in the weight class versus the best body punch in the weight class. So that makes the fight interesting to me too. But Mayweather's got some points, some valid points. hopping in, it's going to be rough, but it doesn't mean it's impossible. It's, Mayweather and Kell Brook, no disrespect to Mayweather, not trying to disrespect him in the video, but their character is a lot different. Mayweather was always about the lowest risk for the highest reward. Kell Brook has proven himself on multiple occasions that he is daring to be great. He came to America, obviously. He had to fight Sean Porter. And what did he do in that fight? He made Sean Porter look... He was the first guy at that point in time to make Sean Porter look like an average fighter. Now, people want to talk trash about Sean Porter now because there was a Thurman fight. A lot of you guys thought Thurman won. And people have seen more of him, and they don't like his style because he gets in your face, and it's kind of sloppy at times. But at the time Kell Brook fought him, Sean Porter was an undefeated fighter, a world champion. He had just come off that sensational win over Paulie Malignaggi, where he beat Paulie Malignaggi like he stole something from him. So Kell Brook beat the best version of Sean Porter we've seen yet. It made it look rather easy, in my opinion. Then he stepped to Golovkin when none of the other middleweights wanted to step to him, and he showed, hey, I'm gonna be in your face all night, and he showed a ton of heart, a lot of skill, but at the end of the day, he just took too many punches from Golovkin, and Golovkin showed why he's arguably the best fighter in boxing. So Kell Brook, Errol Spence, gonna be a great fight. Mayweather says that he has too much wear and tear in his body, which could very well be true, but skills, styles make the fights. It's funny because I get criticized a lot on the channel for people say, "Oh, Brendan, you're a hater, you're biased towards certain fighters." And that might very well be true. But go check the videos. I'm a fan of both fighters. I like Spence. I like Brook. I've said that Errol Spence, I believe, because of his style, would destroy Keith Thurman. I think his body punching and the way he digs to that body would be way too much for Keith Thurman. I think Sean Porter could give Spence a tough fight. I think Sean Porter would give Garcia a tough fight. I think Garcia can beat a lot of guys at welterweight as well that maybe you guys don't think he can beat. So it all depends on the styles, and I think the style right here for Kell Brook, for Errol Spence going into the Kell Brook fight is all wrong for him. Kell Brook has an incredible straight right hand. He has incredible foot speed. Strong. Probably one of the only guys in the weight class that can match Errol Spence's natural strength. Just overall, it's a fight where he's got his work cut out for him, Errol Spence. He does, because if you look at his resume, and this is just being objective here, the guys he's fought, he's either always A, been way stronger than all of them, B, they've all been like slow, plotter type guys. They don't have a lot of foot speed. They stay right in front of you. They don't really give you a lot of angles. So he hasn't been tested. He hasn't fought anybody with any type of punching power. So the guys he's fighting, they punch him, and he can walk right through the punches. Kell Brook, you can't walk through Kell Brook punches. He'll hit you with that straight right hand, and you might go to sleep. So, it's going to be a great fight. I think we're going to get a lot revealed to us about both of these fighters. On the Errol Spence side, he's someone that a lot of us, myself included, even though I'm a fan of the guy, I think he's a tremendous. I think he has tremendous potential. Still untested, and he's coming into this fight going probably on the road. He'll probably be in Sheffield fighting Brook's backyard. So if he goes over there and he can stop Brook or have a sensational performance, you got to give him all the credit in the world. Especially me. If I think Kell Brook's the most skilled welterweight in the world, and you go to his backyard and you stop him, then you're a bad man. So I've been kind of rambling, but I'm just excited for the fight. So Mayweather versus Kell Brook, or Mayweather says Errol Spence is gonna it's gonna be tough for Kell Brook, and that he probably thinks Errol Spence is gonna beat him, and obviously we've seen Mayweather in the past. That's how Errol Spence got his hype in the first place. Errol had a stoppage win over, I think it was after the Phil LaGreco fight, which is on the Sean Porter Broner undercard, and I think that was his John. I don't remember, but it was after that fight, I'm pretty sure. And that's when Mayweather gave Errol Spence all that hype, and he called him the future of boxing. And then all you guys became Errol Spence fans. It was funny because I remember before that fight, it was me and a couple people on this YouTube stuff. We were the only people that made videos about Errol Spence. And then legit right after that video, everybody who loves Mayweather became an Errol Spence fan. So I just found that pretty funny. But yeah, it should be a good fight. Mayweather's going with Spence. No surprise there. So let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with Mayweather? Do you think that Errol Spence will be too much for Kell Brook after the Golovkin fight? Or are you with me? Do you think that Kell Brook will be fit enough on the night to beat Errol Spence in this fight. I mean, and do you also agree that Kell Brook, maybe not with the guys he's fought, because he has had a chance to fight the best guys. He's only fought Sean Porter and Carson Jones, if you want to count Carson Jones. I thought that was a good win for him. But if he's only fought Sean Porter in the eyes of most people. But you can agree with me as well in the comments. Do you believe Kell Brook is the most skilled welterweight on the planet? I think he is. You leave your comments down below, and we'll talk boxing. But yeah, leave your comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.